Good morning. Now I discuss electric field due to an uniformly charged spherical cell. This is a uniformly charged spherical cell. Q is a charge present in the cell and with a radius capital R, and small r is a imaginary surface of the sphere, that is a out of the sphere, that is known as a Gaussian surface. Here P is a point consider on the Gaussian surface with the distance r, that is a radius r from the center of the sphere. Consider a uniformly charged spherical cell of radius capital R and total charge Q as shown in the figure. The electric field at points outside and inside the sphere is found using a Gauss law. This is a outside, this is a inside, another is a on the surface. Both are equal. Gaussian surface and spherical surface will be equal. Another case. So first case, at a point outside the cell, the distance, that is r of the radius of the sphere is r, so small r is greater than capital R. Let us choose a point P outside the cell. This is a point P. The green color is a charge enclosed sphere. The consider point P outside the cell, that is a imaginary point. The charge is uniformly distributed on the surface of the sphere, that is a spherical symmetry. Hence the electric field must point radially outward. Electric field must point radially outward in the sphere. Suppose the charge Q is greater than 0 and point radially inward, the charge is less than 0, because this is a positive charge, this is a negative charge. Appala consider panna avasiyame kediyadhu. Okay, but is outward na, the point must be radially outward. That is a first case. So anyone like that, inside irukla outside irukla, engachi consider pannala. So we choose a spherical Gaussian surface of the radius r as chosen, and total charge enclosed by this Gaussian surface is Q. Q is a charge enclosed in the surface. So according to Gauss law, the Gaussian surface closed integral E vector dot dA vector equal to Q by epsilon naught. The charge present inside the sphere, but now I discussed the electric field outside the sphere will be how much. Inside the sphere is how much. On the surface will be how much. The three cases are here discussed. The electric field E vector and dA vector points in the same direction. Electric field E vector and dA vector along the same, that is a outward, normal to the surface. Both are outward direction, but both are normal to the surface area at all the points on the sphere, that is a Gaussian surface. This is a Gaussian surface. So the magnitude of the electric field also same at all the points on the surface. Here, because radius will be equal of the sphere. So electric field will be also same on the Gaussian surface. Hence E into closed integral into dA equal to Q by epsilon naught. So E is taken out of the integral. Here the area will be integrated, but the closed integral dA vector is nothing nothing but the total area of the Gaussian surface or Gaussian sphere. That's a dA, total area. So area உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் ஓகேவா, area of the sphere 4 pi r square. So substituting the value in the equation, above equation number 2, so E into 4 pi r square equal to q by epsilon naught. Very important Gaussian formula. So E 4 pi r square is equal to q by epsilon naught, or E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r square. It's a general equation for the electric field. But in vector form, the electric field E vector equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r square into r cap. It's a unit vector. In the vector notation form, electric field. The electric field is radially outward if the charge q is greater than 0. The field is outward from the sphere, the charge will be greater than that of the 0. And radially inward, the field directions are radially inward. அதாவது ஸ்பீரை நோக்கி போகணும் உள்ளுக்குள்ளே. அப்படி போச்சுன்னா if the charge q is less than 0. So from equation number 3, we infer that the electric field at a point outside the cell will be same as if the entire charge q is concentrated at the center of the cell. That's a spherical cell. அப்போ சார்ஜ் எல்லாம் எங்கே லொக்கேட்டாக இருக்குது? only center of the cell here. Case B, second case, at a point on the surface of the spherical cell. This is a spherical cell. The charge is located inside the cell. The Gaussian sphere also considered on the surface of the cell. So red color and blue color both are on the same plane, same surface. Here R equal to R. The electrical field or electric field at points on the spherical cell, that's R equal to R, is given by the electric field E vector equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into capital R square into R cap. So small r is nothing but capital R. Here will be changed. In the first case, this is a second case, because Gaussian surface same on the spherical surface. Case 3, this is important case. This is a diagram. The Gaussian surface considered inside the spherical cell. This is a spherical cell, green color is a spherical cell. So blue color is a Gaussian surface or Gaussian sphere considered inside the surface, because for points inside the sphere, a spherical Gaussian surface smaller than that the sphere is drawn. அப்படிதான் drawn பண்ணிக்கிறோம். So Gaussian surface is spherical cell விட சின்னதாக இருக்குது. ஏன்னா because inside the cell, Gaussian sphere is inside the cell. So consider point P inside the cell. This is a point P inside the cell at a distance r from the center. Distance r from the center. So a Gaussian sphere of radius r is constructed as shown in the diagram B. This is a second diagram. The Gaussian surface of the closed integral E vector dot dA vector equal to q by epsilon naught. You know, already discussed, E into 4 pi r square. E is a electric field, take out of the integration, the remaining term the closed integral into dA. So dA integrate பண்ணா 4 pi r square, that's a overall area of the sphere 4 pi r square, entire area 4 pi r square of the spherical sphere. So E into 4 pi r square equal to q by epsilon naught. This is Gauss law. Since Gaussian surface the encloses no charge, so q is equal to 0. In the Gaussian surface there is a blue color sphere, the no charge inside the sphere. So equation number will be 0. Inside the cell, Gaussian sphere is present inside the cell, but the charge inside the sphere, Gaussian sphere, so electric field will be 0 because no charge inside the Gaussian surface. அப்போ ஸ்பெரிக்கல் செல்லுக்குள்ள Gaussian sphere கன்சிடர் பண்ணிக்கிறோம், அதுக்குள்ள சார்ஜ் நோ சார்ஜ். அப்போ எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்ட் இன்சைட் த ஸ்பேர் இஸ் நோ, electric field will be 0. The time the small r is less than r, the small r is less than capital R. This is small area, radial vector is greater than that of the small r. So finally E into 4 pi r square equal to q by epsilon naught. We want E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by epsilon naught, or q by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square. That's a electric field inside the sphere. So electric field due to the uniformly charged spherical cell is 0 at all the points inside the cell. So inside the cell the electric field will be 0 ஆயிரும். So a graph is plotted between the electric field E vector and R. R is a radial distance of the Gaussian surface or Gaussian sphere. So this is shown in the diagram, graph diagram. So this is a electric field direction along the y axis. This is a R is a radial vector, or the field is decreases, the distance will be increases because E r equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r square. The distance is increases, field will be decreases. This is a spherical surface diagram. This is R, the fast charged sphere. Here the electric field will be 0 because inside the Gaussian surface, the charge is no charge inside the surface, so electric field will be 0. So ER is equal to 0, this red region. But in the point field will be increase ஆயிருக்குது. Graph drawn பண்ணியாச்சு, very important graph.